Most hospitality businesses will by now be accessing the JobKeeper incentives from the federal government, which means some or all of your workforce will be having some or all of their pay subsidised by the government for a period of months. So the question becomes now is, how do you keep your staff productive? You've got a rare opportunity to involve your staff in business planning and development. I'd like to give you some ideas about what you might get them to focus on during this time to prepare yourself for reopening as best as you can. So get your management systems in order, especially recruitment and selection, onboarding and skills training, and leadership and supervision. You also need to make sure your costed rostering system is watertight. You need to focus on revenue maximisation and goods receipt and recipe costings. I'm going to split upskilling and training your staff into two categories. We've got the leadership team and then we've got line staff. So let's start with the leadership team. If you're going to train and upskill your leadership team, let's start with who they bring into their team. Make sure that they are 100% up to speed on quality recruitment and selection. Unemployment's rising, which means there's a lot more people on the market. There'll be a lot more people applying for jobs, so you'll get more applications, but that doesn't mean they're all going to be a hell of a lot better than they were before. You need to know how to filter really carefully so you end up with the people that you want, who are best suited to the jobs you need them to do. Onboarding and skills training, development and delivery. Once you've got some new staff, you need to introduce them to the team, proper onboarding, and then skills train them as quickly and efficiently as possible so they can become productive. So getting your leadership staff working on your onboarding and skills training development and programs is going to be really critically important for them to have highly functioning teams in the future. Their own leadership communication, which includes delegation and forward planning. Also wage cost control strategies. Now with your line staff, they should be evolving standard procedures for all the different things that you need to do. So there's only one way to do all of the standard jobs. Costing food and beverage recipes for your bar and your kitchen. Service and sales skills, assisting with special projects. Now there's no rules about this, but you have a unique opportunity to get your line staff who are having their wages subsidised to work on things that they otherwise wouldn't get a chance to work on or that you wouldn't have time to get them to do. So use your imagination. Try and link your staff's interests and skills and knowledge with areas of the business that need attention. Now we also need to have a discussion about measuring productivity, because it's all very well and good to ask people to do special projects and be involved in training and development, but you need to make sure that there is clarity on what the end result is you're trying to achieve. So I'm just going to introduce the concept of SMART goal setting. Some of you will be aware of it. For those who aren't, it could be helpful. So S out of SMART is for specific. Whatever it is you're asking someone to do, make sure it's crystal clear. M is for measurable. No matter what you're asking somebody to do, they need to be able to measure their own performance if they're going to be able to come back to you with quality work. So make sure whatever it is you're negotiating for a goal or a target is measurable. Now the next two in SMART is A and R. That's achievable and realistic. You don't want to give somebody something that is so below their level that they're completely bored, or something that is so far beyond their level that they're going to really struggle, and it's not realistic or achievable. So try and match what you need people to do to their skill set and competency and knowledge. The final one is T, and that's time frame. Do not establish a target or a goal with anybody without negotiating or establishing a time frame for completion. Otherwise you're giving people the perfect excuse. Oh yeah, I'll do it tomorrow. So that's SMART goal setting. Now, if you'd like to know more about how to set up and manage training and development and management systems project briefs for hospitality staff, get in touch. We have many resources available to get you and your team as productive as possible during this time. We've been training hospitality owners and their senior staff since 1987. Thanks for watching.